All right, hi YouTube. Thanks again for joining us today. I have a guest with me today. This is my daughter, Dylan, and she's going to be talking to you about the upcoming Sephora sale. So there is a Sephora sale going on next week or late this week and next week, and it is 15% off for VIP members and then 10% off for everybody else, and it starts on the 20th. And we're going to talk with you about what we would recommend, or what I would recommend, with the support of my co-host here to buy from the sale. So let's start with perfume. So my favorite perfumes from Sephora, there's this Bobbi Brown Beach perfume, and this perfume is really a summer scent. It's what I love to wear in the summer. I'm really excited to wear it this year. It smells almost like the beach and sunscreen. It smells really good. Dylan, here, what do you think? So that's one of my first recommendations. I think this perfume is probably roughly around $100. And then Black Opium is another one of my favorite perfumes. This is more of a winter scent for me, and it's got a really cool, interesting bottle. It's also roughly around $100 for the bottle. And it just smells like warm and vanilla. I don't even know how to describe it. Just a very like warm, sexy scent, I would say.
You must wear that a lot because I like smell.
Yes, I smell like this one a lot. So one of my favorites, I recommend that. And let's move over to, I guess I'll talk a little bit about when I wear a lot of these perfumes, I like to layer my scents. So I like to buy the body lotion as well. So while you're at it, when buying the perfume, the body lotion is also a great recommendation on that as well. So then we'll move over to more of the makeup products, which is always exciting for me. So there's this SmashBox Primerizer, which is a great product by SmashBox, and it is like a moisturizer and a primer in one. So I wear this before I put on my makeup, and it has hyaluronic acid in it, and it's just a really great formula. I highly recommend this one. I don't often wear any of those silicone primers. I feel like they pill up on my skin, and I don't like them that much, but I always wear like a primer moisturizer combo, and then I always wear an eyeshadow primer. It just makes my eyeshadow last a lot longer, but I don't have one to recommend in this video. But let's move on to, I guess, face products. So this is one of my favorite face products, and I found this is actually like a recent discovery, and it's the Laura Mercier, the Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. And once I put my concealer under my eyes, I always set it with this powder. I have her other powder, face setting powder as well, but I like this Secret eye primer even more than the face powder, and it really, really works. So this is a total recommendation, a great purchase, and if it's not on sale, it's like $38 for this little powder, so that's a lot of money. Other pricey products, I guess this one is a favorite as well. So anything really from Hourglass, you can't go wrong. This is a really cool product. It's actually 3 face powders in one, and they are called Ambient Light powders, and there's like a highlight, a bronzer, and just a regular setting powder in here. And what's really interesting about these is they're very subtle, but they give your face like this really cute glow to it, which is just kind of highlighting, but it's not overpowering in your face highlighter. It's just a really subtle highlighter, and they're just great finishing powders. You can wear them over everything, and Hourglass is a really expensive brand, but they have extremely great products. They know what they're doing. So there's that one. And then we'll get, there's another face palette. This is a new palette. It's the Natural Face palette by Too Faced, and it has like the most beautiful packaging of all times. I'm a huge Too Faced for their Natural Face collection, a huge fan, and this is very new. I think it's like a month old on the market, but this whole palette I think retails for like $44, and it's great to get a deal on it. It's got 2 bronzers, 1 matte bronzer and 1 shimmery bronzer. Here, and 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. And one of the highlighters is like a yellow base down here, and one is a pink base highlighter. It's really, really cute. Great, and they're very, very pigmented. You only need just a little bit of these to go a long way. And let's see, another Too Faced product that I really love is this bronzer. It is called the Sweethearts Bronzer Baked Luminous Glow Bronzer in Sweet Tea. And it's like it has like 2 different shades in there, but really I just swirl my brush around and put it on my cheeks as bronzer. And this one's great. This one's not, it's kind of like luminous. I guess all these products seem to be pretty luminous. But it's a little bit of a different tone than this one. This one, the bronzer in here has more of like a warm tone, and this one has more of a cool tone. So this could be more for contouring, like under your cheekbones, and bronzer kind of goes on your cheekbones to warm up your face, and this one I like more for contouring. Great purchase. It's kind of subtle, and you can just pack it on to build it up. And let's see what else. So I've got one cheek product, which is just the Tarte blushes in general. Tarte makes great blushes. This one's called Concept, and it's a really beautiful like neutral shade. I always say go with more of the neutral blushes, but of course, like in this palette, there's a neutral and a pretty loud blush in here, but you can mix them together and just be light-handed. But this is a great like neutral blush, and Tarte makes some of the best blushes. I think they're like the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes, and these things are awesome and they last you forever. I have Tarte blushes I think I've had for like 5 years or something. Probably not supposed to keep makeup that long, but hey, it still works. So let's see. The other items I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Kristen, and this is awesome. I got this in one of my little boxes, my Sephora play box, and it's a great color. It's really neutral, and this is some of the best lip gloss that I found at Sephora anyway. So I highly recommend this. And then I have 3 eyeshadow palettes and 1 extra palette. Oh my gosh, and they're all Tarte palettes. Actually, I'm a huge Tarte fan. I love their eyeshadows. I think that they have some of the best eyeshadows. So I'll talk to you about this one first. This is the Tarte Lit in Bloom palette. It has, I think, 12 different shades. Mine's Well Loved. And it's a very neutral, like wear to work everyday palette for somebody like me anyway. And I love all the shades in here. There's a great mix, mainly of a couple metallics, 3 metallics, and the rest are all matte. They range in color from like a light off-white to a dark brown, and it's a great palette. I wear it all the time to work, and this was one of my most loved palettes. Then some of my newer palettes, I have the new edition of the Maneater palette. I hope they have this at Sephora. I'm sure that they do. It's called the Maneater. It's pretty cool. It has 9 shades, and it has more of a warm base, so it's all like browns and reds. There's a couple shimmers. There's 3 shimmers, and the rest are all mattes in here, and it's great. It can give you, it's an overall great palette. It's got everything that you need in there for an everyday eye look. It's awesome for work, awesome for everything, and it's really warm toned. I guess most of these palettes are pretty warm toned, and that's really what's popular right now. So, and then 2 of my favorite little Tarte collector items, I guess these are new. There's the Foil Finger Paints palette. It's beautiful. I think this one is $39 regularly, and it's pretty interesting. It's just really, really pretty. It's from the Rainforest of the Sea collection, and it comes with a couple different foily shades. There's some dark and some light shades in here. It's like 2 kind of taupe-ish colors, and then 1 red, and then there's 2 top coats. So they're like glitter top coats. They're really gorgeous. They really stand out on the eyes. I can't say enough amazing things about these little glimmer shades. Like if you like an extra sparkle added to your eye, I always like to give these like a pat on the center of my eyelid so it just shines. And these are really, really awesome formula. They stay all day. They're gorgeous. This is a really, really fun, interesting palette I recommend. And on the same vein, they also came out with these little chrome paint pots. And I have the color, what is the color? Park Avenue Princess on this. And it's a cool like brown color. And once again, this is like a real gold, and the other ones are pretty much taupes in this little palette. And this brown shade, you just add it, or this gold shade, you just add it to the center of your eyelid, and it just gives you a cool pop of color, and it's really super cute. So that is what I recommend. And I guess my last product that I would say that I recommend is not so much fun, but it's necessary, and it's the makeup brush cleaner by Cinema Secrets. And this is the large one, I think. This is the 32 fluid ounces, and I think this runs around like between $30 and $40, and it's not so much fun, but it smells awesome, and which is just really weird, but it smells like chocolate, and it's kind of alcohol-y when you get close. But it's an alcohol-based brush cleaner, and you just dip your brushes in it and then dip them onto a paper towel and wipe off all the makeup from your brush, and they're immediately useful. So it just is alcohol based, so it just goes off really fast. It just dries up, and it's a rinse-free formula, and smells really great. And it's actually kind of interesting because Dylan helps me wash my makeup brushes all the time. She loves to use this stuff, and she loves the smell of it, and I think it's just really cool product, so I recommend that one as well. And that is it really for my Sephora recommendations. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have any questions about the products, would love to give you any feedback I have. These are all pretty expensive. I mean, shopping at Sephora is expensive, so anytime I can save any money, I love to. All my kids definitely know I'm a money saver. I love a good deal. So thanks so much for joining me. Please remember to subscribe to my channel below, and turn on the notification bell if you want to. And that's it. Thanks so much, YouTube. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.